Hey guys, what's up? It's Kahoob here. So today I'm going to be talking about Swipe.io. So if you haven't heard about Swipe, they offer really good crypto reward debit cards. I'll be going over each debit card that they have and what you need to do to obtain them. So the first card is called Saffron. This one I think everyone should get because it requires 0 SXP lockup, there's no fees to get it, and you can get 100% back on Spotify, paid out every 5th of the month, and also 1% back on all card purchases. So I highly recommend this card as it allows you to dip your toes into Swipe's debit cards, and if you end up really liking it, you can then upgrade from there. Especially if you're already paying for Spotify, then this card's pretty much a no-brainer. The reimbursements can be paid out in Bitcoin, SXP, BNB, and PAX. I think PAX is a stable coin, and then there's Bitcoin, and then SXP, Swipe's native token, and BNB is the Binance token. So, all right, let's move on to the Sky. So this one's called Sky. This debit card gives you 2% back on all card purchases, 100% back on Spotify, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. So it adds those two. This card currently costs 300 SXP to stake, which staking basically means you lock up the tokens for 6 months. And after 6 months, you're able to sell the tokens, but you will lose the rewards you get from staking. So I'd recommend keeping your coins staked for the benefits. Also, after the 6 months is up, you will not have to relock after 6 months. So you'll just keep enjoying the benefits as long as you keep your stake active. So the Sky currently is worth $528 worth of SXP, as SXP is worth $1.79. It was like $1.77 a few minutes ago. So around this price. We can see in the past 180 days, the past half year, 6 months, it was 85 cents. It was even around 63 cents, 64 cents. All the way over here in August, it was $4. And as we can see, it's starting to curve back up. It looks like it's hit its low, and now it's starting to trend upwards. As we can see, this is the 1 year mark. And we can see it's starting to come back up to the August areas and stuff. So yeah, this one costs around $528 worth of SXP to stake currently. Next up is the Steel card. This is the one that I personally have. It gives you 4% back on all card purchases, 100% back on Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Apple Music. And then you also get 10% back on Travela and Uber. And this one costs 3,000 SXP to stake for it, which currently is worth around $5,280. And I really enjoy it. I just use it for the reimbursements personally. And so every 5th I get, my reimbursements for Spotify, Netflix, Prime, and Apple Music. I may use it for the 4% cash back, but I'm waiting for ACH transfers for transferring from my bank into Swipe. If you guys were using Swipe in the past few months, they were doing a promotional period where they added fiat as a way, like US dollars and euros and all that, to top up your debit card. And you were able to do it instantly after the first one goes through. Like the first one takes like a week, and then after that you can do it instant. But they were doing a promotion where it was 0% fees on instant fiat deposits. Now there is a fee, and I think it's like 3.99. So for me, instant deposits aren't worth. But recently on Twitter, Swipe actually announced they're doing ACH transfers are being released out to the United States. For me personally, it is not available yet. I think it's like by user or by state or whatever, but it is rolling out to the United States. So I'm really excited for that. Let's move on to the next card then. This one's pretty advanced. This one's kind of crazy. All right. So this is the final card, the best one possible, probably the best crypto debit card for its price that you can find out there. All right, so this one is called Slate. This one used to cost 30,000 SXP for all the benefits it's showing, which it was a really good deal. And I don't think there was a better offer debit card like anywhere else. But now they upped it to 100,000 SXP. which it may still be worth it for you depending how much money you spend per month and if you use all the rewards it offers and all of that. So the Slate debit card gives 8% back on all card purchases. 8%. Imagine getting that back on everything you buy. That's insane. Um, and you can even get that paid in Bitcoin. So imagine that. So it also gives you 100% back on Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, and Hulu, which is pretty cool. And then also you get 10% back on Traveler, Starbucks, Uber, and so that's all the benefits on here that it shows. But one thing you can see that may not be so obvious that I'm going to explain right now is the on-chain SXP staking rewards rate. So the Slate is the only card that you actually earn interest on your stake. So your 100,000 SXP will be earning interest, which is really cool, as you get the interest and all these benefits. So the on-chain staking rewards is currently around 23% APY interest. As we can go over here and see that, and that would be worth around 3,000 US dollars per month. So your 100,000 SXP is your staking amount. That's the amount of SXP you get for 30 days of staking at this interest rate, and that amount times Swipe's current price, that would be around $3,000. And one thing that so that sounds really good, right? The one thing though, the Slate cost 100,000 SXP. That's currently around I think 177,000 US dollars. So it's closer to $200,000 for this card. But I mean, if we do the math, you're getting $3,000 monthly if the interest rate stays around here. And in the in-app swipe savings, it's 16% for SXP staking in-app, but not on-chain. So if we actually did $3,000 a month times 12, that's $36,000 a year you're earning off of interest. That's insanely good for only staking 177,000 US dollars worth of SXP. Also, another really cool thing actually that isn't really mentioned is the 30,000 referrals reward. So how that works is you actually, so let's say you don't have a Swipe account. That's why you're watching this video and you're interested in getting one of these debit cards. Let's say you want to get the Slate instantly, right? You don't want to go for the Saffron to try it out. Like you're just, you see all these benefits for the Slate. You have the money. You want to earn $36,000 a year for on-chain staking. You're set and ready to get the Slate right away. So if that's the case, you want to use someone who already has a Slate debit card and use their referral. So for example, here it is. Get a Swipe Slate card and receive $1,500 in SXP. So when you sign up for a Slate card, both of you and your referral will receive 1,500 SXP based on current market rates. Here's a random referral code from our community. So, and you can see the full list of 125 referral codes. So I like the referral system because you can get $1,500 in SXP if you stake for the Slate right away. But sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you don't know about how the referral works. Sometimes you want to test it out with the Saffron or Sky or Steel first and then get the Slate. If you upgrade from any of these cards to the Slate, you cannot enter a referral in afterwards, or if you make an account, you can't enter a referral afterwards. Either way, even if you haven't locked in one of the cards yet. So the way the referral works, it's not I would feel like it's less common for people to ever even get this amount, but I think that's why they're able to offer such high amount of a referral, is because you have to be a completely new user and instantly go to the Slate. So I really do like the referral though, because it incentivizes people to buy a ton of SXP and just hold it for all the interest and everything. So one last thing is that you may be wondering if the token SXP itself is a good investment with, if you think about people locking up their coins like 100,000 SXP, but then, they're getting paid out $3,000 or where is it? 2,000 SXP every month. They're probably dumping that into either Bitcoin or USD coin or whatever. Um, and they're probably not hodling it. I mean, they may be, because SXP, you may be wondering if the token SXP itself is a good investment. So we're going to go over to CoinGecko, and we'll see that there is a max supply of 286 million tokens. And if we looked within the Swipe white paper, these tokens will continue to be burned until it goes down to 100 million tokens. So there will be 100 million total supply of SXP tokens. And also, if you know about the Binance debit cards, they're connected to SXP burning, as when someone uses their Binance debit card, 1% of the fees are paid to Swipe in the form of SXP, and that SXP is then burned. Um, I actually was looking, I think it was the burning calculator. As we can see, burning of SXP was stopped between November 24th to December 31st, 2020 for a Binance promotion that waived card fees. So we can see that daily burning was resumed since January 1st, 2021. So this kind of tells us that, that's kind of where, that the Binance cards help burn SXP. So the Binance cards help the Swipe debit cards and the SXP token. So yeah, this is the SXP stats website for burning calculator. There's a calculator for how much tokens you're staking on chain and how much your interest rate is. So all of that. So I personally have this deal. I really like it. I've got my reimbursements in Spotify, Netflix, and I think this month I actually got my Apple Music reimbursement without even needing to contact support or anything. But yeah, I'm getting all of these reimbursements. One thing that was really cool is when I was on vacation, I used my Steel debit card for Uber. I haven't got the physical Steel debit card yet, but I heard they're in December. They started recently shipping them out. I know they only had the physical Saffron and Slate because they didn't have the Sky or Steel cards yet. Initially, they only had a Saffron and Slate, but then they added these two. So people would just get Slate debit cards that acted as a Steel. And I think people who got Sky got ones that look like Saffron. But one thing that was really cool with my Steel when I was on vacation and I used it for Uber, I actually got a whole $50, even though you're only supposed to get 10% back. And I definitely did not spend, I think, $500, because that would give you $50 if you spent $500, because it's capped at $50 per month. So they just gave me the whole capped amount, even though I spent like less than $200 on Uber. Don't know if they're gonna take it back out of my account from my stake or from my balance. If they do, then oh well, because I wasn't supposed to get that much. But if they don't, then awesome. They just gave me some free extra money. But my Apple Music didn't go through for one of the months, which was I'm getting the student version, so it's like $5 or $6. But this month it actually went through, so I was actually pretty happy about that. So one downside though about Swipe is just their customer support. They're not that active, and sometimes you have to go on their Telegram or their Twitter, or like reach out to the CEO JL Swipe on Twitter, or the Swipe help desk on Twitter. I should have had this loaded up on here earlier, but just Leto, JL Swipe. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but JL Swipe, he actually mentioned why there's not that many people working in Swipe, and it had to do with social engineering attacks and things like that. And they said the benefits of having a low amount of employees. Also, the Sky and Steel and Saffron cards are moving to Binance. I personally am in a state where I can't access Binance US or Binance, so I think I'll stay with Swipe. That'll also help Swipe deal with customer support and customers easier, because that was really the only downside about Swipe is their customer support. It's not as good as competitors, but that should be fixed when these cards move over to Binance. All right, so let me know what your guys' opinions are on Swipe, and what you think about SXP, and also what you think about each of these cards, and do you find it worth it for how much money you have to stake for the cards? Do you like these cards better than any other crypto debit cards? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on Swipe? Because me personally, I really like Swipe. I have the Steel. I also have other debit cards. As you guys know, I have the Icy White from Crypto.com, and I have Fold's premium debit card. So I'm very bullish on crypto debit cards in general. And so, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later in the next video.